Hey, how's it going, everybody? Just gonna toggle on fsdbeta and do a 39-kilometer drive, and we'll see how we do here. It's a bit of a construction going on here, so all right, we've just slowed down a little bit here, but we've made it. Oh, I think accelerated pretty hard here, but about 9:58 a.m. So traffic should be generally a touch lighter at this time. Not much action right now, so nothing to really complain about. It's driving quite fine. 300 meters we'll be trying to get into that lane. So it started to signal. Okay, now it's signaling and it's gonna go. We have a green turn arrow here, so we should go. It's turning yellow, but we still can go. Very nice. It's flowed into that real nice. We're still on 10.69.25.2, which in my opinion has been more buggy than some of the other previous builds, but seems to be working pretty decent right now. In about 2 kilometers we'll be coming up to a highway, which it will then shift off into autopilot, so most likely I'll fast forward that. If it's anything interesting, we'll save the clips, but until we get back onto city roads, pretty straightforward with autopilot. It's a breeze driving. comment about Autopilot. I find that now that in earlier builds, I was basically, when other cars were merging into the highway, Autopilot would kind of like not recognize it as well and just keep going. But now I find that it lets the other cars merge accordingly. And I find that was much better. We're coming into like another quite busy stretch of road here, so knock on wood, I don't want to jinx this drive, but I mean, so far it's done pretty good. Let's see if we can keep that going. Gonna want to be getting into this lane right here. Oh, there we go. It's trying. It's the shadows there. It's trying to go. It should go. Do it. Okay, it made it. This route is like used quite heavily by a lot of trucks, so we were able to sneak in there. So that was pretty good. I'm going to kick the speed up a little bit because it's always been in this part of town that it's 30-kilometer speed limit, but everyone kind of just goes a little bit faster than that. I think you'd be the odd man out if you were going 30 kilometers here. Just past the Petro Canada there, and gases today in Vancouver Lower Mainland, gas is about $1.83. So it slowed down for those other two lanes. It was a red light, so we kind of had a sudden break there, and then I guess it realized that the lane that we're in had a green. There was a decent amount of space behind us and whatnot, so nothing too major there, but I didn't have to tap the acceleration on that at all or anything. So anyways, yeah, gas is $1.83 today here. I don't miss paying for gas in this vehicle. That would be per liter, not gallon. Oh, hard brake here. Okay, now it's trying to make, no, I hope we don't do this here because it's, don't do it. I'm gonna shut it off. Okay, so small input there. This lane, okay, I'm gonna hit the gas here because it was kind of, sorry, I'm going to hit the accelerator. The previous lane goes up into the city. Same route, but you go through the city and traffic lights. It might have been trying to go that route. It's actually gonna go that route now because it's basically gonna try to go left at the next traffic light here. So I must have realized the mistake late. There's nothing saying that we can't go left, so we might just let it do its thing. So I'm going to take over here because that truck made a late pass on the yellow, and then software would have stopped, not went, and then would have left us sitting there. All right, we came around this corner. I didn't really want to come this way because I knew there was like a lot of construction on this upper road here, but let's see how we do. I don't think it's very good in like construction areas. So I'm gonna hit the accelerator because it's just not really moving. Let's see if that helps. Seemed to help a little bit. Now we're just stopped. Okay, so I'm going to hit acceleration again. My speed set to 40 kilometers. All right, I'm gonna have to disengage there. It gets a little funky here because all the cones and the traffic. Yeah, it wants to go into that lane, even though the construction is telling us to follow this way. Follow, come on, let's go. No, it's not gonna do it. See if we're getting the lane departure warnings. Sometimes I wish it would just kind of like, there's a lot of cars, so if it just follows the routes of the other vehicles, I think it would do fine. We might be okay here. It's a little bit better here. Let's see. Okay, now it's like phantom brakes right underneath that overpass. I'm on the accelerator right now. Yeah, it's just slowing right down. Just gonna get us out of this little area here, and then should be good. There we go. So navigation probably thought it was faster to go up on the upper road, and I was gonna just stay on the low road with all the trucks. Probably wouldn't have had so many little disengagements. So virtually, yeah, it still gets confused in construction. No, don't do that. Okay, I just canceled that because it's wanting to. It's probably thinking that like it wants to be assertive because I'm set on assertive, and change lanes and then try to get back in. But I can guarantee right now, if you do that, then you're gonna get stuck. So yeah, we're signaling right as we have a right arrow. It's kind of awkward here, but yeah. A couple times when I came through there before, I would have to use the acceleration. So in 1 kilometer, we want to be in this lane. I'm going to be getting on another highway. I feel like after this car, we should try to get into the next lane. Please do it. It's going to go for it. I mean, it's not going to go for it. It's going to like keep going and then try to. Let's see how this works out. Okay, now see it's signaling now to get in there. Sometimes I don't like that because sometimes cars will let you in, but like you kind of just want to like flow in. I suppose earlier when I tried to make that turn to get back on the higher road where all the construction was, I could have canceled that turn. But we should be going, come on. We're gonna lose our, okay, go. Go, flow. Yes. Okay, now we want to get into this lane. Do it. Yes, do it. Oh, come on, this taxi doesn't want to listen. This is going to be a tough one. It's going to keep going. There's this truck here, and there's another truck trying to get in there right now. Let's see if we'll get in right here. Do it. Do it. It's not doing it. I accelerated. Let's see if we can do it here. Do it. This car behind us is letting us in. That car was kind of like trying to speed through because he's probably like, what are you doing? Okay, now into the highway. It's slowing down here, but we should be keep going, so I'm accelerating. Just about to hit autopilot here as well because we're about to get on the highway. So that was a bit of a tricky merge. It can get busy trying to get into that lane to get onto the highway, so it's always, you know, trying to do it the last second it's kind of not ideal. As you can see, we're on autopilot. I'm just gonna kick up this speed and get into this lane right here because this is the lane that we're gonna want to be in. on autopilot, it just will, it'll just highlight and shade the area when it tells you to change lanes, and you can basically not do it if you don't want to. But we're basically going to be exiting and back on FSD in about 100 meters here, so this truck in front of us is slowing down quite a bit here. Truck behind me changed lanes, and I think we should change lanes too, but change lanes. I'm not sure if you can pick up the overhead traffic, so this prepare to stop sign is just like flashing lights. Sometimes that will cause phantom brake. Same with this, it's lighting basically saying tunnels closed when it's flashing, and that will cause phantom brake sometimes. Sometimes just coming in this tunnel that we're in causes phantom brake. So definitely be cautious if you're in that similar scenario with similar type of traffic lighting. That you can hit the accelerator. Okay, now we're changing lanes because it's about time. I'm just gonna kick it up a notch here. 20 kilometers over the speed limit. This part should be pretty much handled with relative ease. We'll see how we do in the left turn that we got coming up here in 3 kilometers. It might even be an arrow, so we do have the green arrow here, so let's see if we hesitate. Not so much. That truck in front of us just is going like super slow, so it's causing us to go slow too. Typical on the turns, so somehow always get the nag on the turn. Lights just turned yellow there, but if I was driving I would have probably went too. I'd be okay if we got into the right hand lane soon. Not a big deal at the moment, as the lane's pretty clear right now. Yeah, there we go. see if we can figure this out, because this lane is a right-hand turn lane, so let's pick the right one. So our next test coming up here will be, I suppose, we have a stop sign. I should definitely do like the stop sign challenge video or something one day, because personally I don't think that it can do stop signs very well yet when they're busy. Or sometimes we have been getting a glitch where you get the creeping line, like as if it was just going to creep out slowly, and then it'll be like right in the middle of the stop sign intersection. And that sometimes can happen either with when it's busy with cars, or even if there's no cars. Shaded blue there, identifying that this was the lane that we needed to get into. Could probably crank it down in speed now, because we're just kind of like in a more residential area. Okay, so stop sign coming up. Let's see if it picks the right lane. Yes, so we have identified the right lane. Sometimes it gets mixed up. That's like a, say, 25 or maybe like a 50% chance that it will pick the wrong lane. And then made it through the stop sign, but it was no cars there, so no action. So that's probably going to be wrap up our drive here. Pretty much got to our destination. I thought it wasn't terrible. It was not bad. Slowed down for the speed bump. Not bad. Yeah, so thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one.